It's Jonathan Fishman, and I am the CEO and one of the co-founders of LeanLaw. We wanted to help law firms be better businesses. I want to overview our reporting architecture so that you can understand. These are the basic legal reports that we think all law firms should be looking at around productivity and billable. Because our sync is stellar, it is always up to date, it is the source of truth. You can come to QuickBooks and see a very robust standard and custom reporting architecture around the business overview, who owes you money, etc. So we're looking at the productivity and WIP bill collected. Let's start by looking at the users. These are the standard reports. We also have custom reports and advanced reports. These are more graphical and are certainly customizable because every law firm has very specific information they look at and need. See them sectioned by client matter, by user, by responsible. Other client reports like contingency expense period report or a fixed fee profitability report. This is all driven by permissions to make sure that the right people have the right access. You can isolate this down to my report. So if I'm an attorney, I can come in and just see what's meaningful to me. I want to start with two reports under the user tab. First is the productivity. Think of yourself as a firm administrator, a general partner, a general manager, equity partner, and you want to look across the entire users and see essentially billable hours, whether that's work written down, the total hours that went into a particular fixed fee, non-billable hours total, the value of those hours. That's really important that we know everything is sortable. I might be looking at per user, what is the percentage of their overall time that's written down and looking for certain thresholds. And I can see Heather Mears has 9% of her time written down. When I click in and I ask the question, what clients and matters she's getting them written down for, I can see the 3 matters right away. And I can filter that by practice area as well. You can ask the question, hey, where is this time being written down? So that we can go and address with Heather, hey, why are we having to write down your time? The reports also work in the inverse. So I could look at that same productivity report and look at it by client matter. Pick that same client matter I'm looking at this year. And again, everything can be filtered by time, whether it's a custom period or this year. And you can see the client being pulled up here. Now, these are all the clients, of course, and again, I can sort by practice area, and they want to look at which clients have the greatest write-down. I can see who the particular users are. And that's the way our reports work. If we start at the client level, we always go to the user level. If we start at the user level, we show the clients. And again, we can drill all the way down to the time entries. If I want to look at something really quick and say who had the most hours value, I can just use that to sort function. Everything can be exported or printed. What's important at LeanLaw is that our reports are intuitive, that you can quickly get at the information that you want. And if you want to export it to manipulate it, you can do so quickly. Let's look at our second, what I think most important report, which is WIP bill collected. I want to look at it by the entire firm, and then I can click into a particular partner. But here we're seeing what's WIP, what's draft, what's billed, and what's collected. And again, one click, I can take a lens of the entire firm, click into it, and I start to see the clients and or matters that contributed to it. The last report that I want to show you is our compensation by attorney report. I'm going to pick year to date. So this is tracking based on Hallandor, and it's specific to collected revenue. What has been worked, what is their specific share, the origination, and the totals. LeanLaw can set up rules for compensation tracking at the firm level, the user level, and the client level, client matter level, including splitting origination and managing allocation on flat rate work. If I click into it, let's look at Feds, I'll click into clients and matters, all the way down to the invoices that contributed to it. When we mark an invoice paid, whether that was paid in QuickBooks or paid in LeanLaw, it will automatically be part of the time frame of collected revenue. And I can see that all the way down to the allocation detail, creating the transparency and the accuracy that you need to manage one of the most important workflows of your firm, which is the compensation tracking. Under advanced reports, I can look at things in a more interactive and visual way. So let's take a look at my firm time analysis as an example. This is going to show me my top users. I can sort and filter that, and just gives me a visual representation that I know Michael Cloud is one of the top clients that was billed. If I pick a specific user, the time will segment to that particular user, and I can get a graphical interface of what that user is. Now, this may or may not be a value because you can take that and then customize it. This is a My Payments Trends. I'm not going to go in and edit it. but you have the ability to fully edit those reports, and our success team will work with you to manage that. That is an overview of our standard reporting. We have our standard reports that we show all of the fan favorites around productivity, compensation, and WIP bill collected. Of course, we have a receivables report, fixed fee profitability. We have advanced reports for more visual interface and fully customized reports. Thanks for watching and have a great day.